Hey guys, this is Bubble Wrap. I've got for you a replay pack here from Tshp. He's an old friend of mine. It is from a clan war between his clan, I'm not sure what the clan is, he doesn't actually have a tag, and Tshp. It is going to be a Terran versus Terran and red versus yellow. Hello. We've got Tshp here spawning on the 3 o'clock position. 2.5 o'clock position as the red Terran here. And his opponent is Tshp here, who did spawn right across, and he is the yellow Terran. They are playing on a map I've only seen once before, and that is the GSL version of Crevarsee. Not quite sure how to say that actually. Crevarsee, I think. And it's a kind of a weird map. I mean, you do have a natural which is very easily defended, although quite open to drops due to the fact that you got a lot of space here, and you also got a third base here, pretty accessible. A bit harder to defend because you do have to take down those destructible rocks to be able to walk in and out freely. So it is a pretty macro-oriented map. You can see how many bases are here. You go another one base here. Here you got another spawn point here with the same expos. There's like 12 expansions on the map, even more, 16, 4 per base. Like, it's a very macro-oriented map. And for a player like Tshp, who really does like his macro, I think he's he should be in pretty good shape here. We've got both players now scouting. Tshp has been scouted here, and Tshp knows exactly what's going on. He is checking for the early expand. I would be surprised to see Tshp not grabbing his expansion soon. Same with yellow here. It is a kind of a map that you would want to expand ASAP because there's just so many bases. We go to APM. You can see yellow here trying to play like a booze. 142 average APM, and Tshp is APM spamming like hell. 400 APM, 300 average APM. Maybe he's gonna become a pro gamer one day, and I'll be like, yeah, I know this guy. Instead of going for the expansion, we do have both players actually going for a factory first, which rather does surprise me. We've got yellow going for the second refinery. Here, actually, Tshp not going for that second refinery. He is trying to get vision of his base. It's actually quite a really big base. With this base also has quite a lot of room behind for the drop. So you do need to be careful here with the Hellions. And I am pretty sure that we will be seeing Hellions from both of these players. They seem to be really popular lately. So again, his second refinery tiny bit later. We should be seeing a tech lab for both players here. We also see a starport. We see a tech lab here, and we see a starport. So we will be seeing Tshp opening up with some cloaked banshees, I would assume, unless a scan goes up, which could bring him trouble. Here comes the scan, and what did the Tshp actually see? He did see the factory, and he did see the tech. He did see the starport. He did see the tech lab on that factory. So we shouldn't really be seeing any banshees anymore because he is already getting the engineering bay, and he will be safe from those banshees. But he's still going ahead with the swap. I'm not sure if I'm agreeing with this. He is still getting that banshee, even though he did get scanned and scouted. We do have quite a lot of marines here in the front, by the way. So the engineering bay has been finished. But we do not see any turrets getting dropped down. I think that TT here from Tshp thinks that because he scouted it, Tshp is not going to commit. Only now, actually, now we see the turret getting dropped down. Never mind. And we only see we don't see cloak, but there is a Viking on the way, which is gonna deem that banshee completely useless. We do see an expansion for Tshp. So he is gonna go ahead and at least grab the expansion. He's gonna just get one banshee Probably to do some poking and pro, then maybe get that scouting info. We do have siege tech now on the way for red. Yellow already having his siege tech done. Siege tanks on the way as well, but no expansion. So that's rather strange. He is one basin. He's not even really using this this engineering bay. If you build an engineering bay, you might as well put down the weapons one or armor one, because why not? You might as well do it. We do see this Banshee moving up, although she's not going to be happy when she meets this one Viking who's been playing really smartly here on patrol, and that Banshee is not even going to get a kill, I don't think. I'm actually gonna see how. Yeah, that Banshee is not gonna get a kill. Bye Banshee. It was nice meeting you. Actually, Vikings do a lot of damage here. Maybe get at least one marine kill. Yeah, she did get one marine kill. Not the best trade here, folks. So we did actually trade in a Banshee for a marine. We do see that the command center is already finished for our red turn here. I'm gonna go to income tab, 28 to 30. So you can see that Xor is now getting ahead in the work account. He's also getting his own engineering bay and probably gonna get that weapons one. Here it comes. Yeah, he is getting weapons one. Also getting stem pack. Pretty fast. Command center for Tshp still finished, but we do see a siege tank drop. Wild siege tank, 4 marines, and a medivac. But the orbital command already has been finished. That's to lift it up though. We do see one Viking trying to pick off that medivac, and if he manages to do that, that would be big because these units will not be able to get out. And I don't think I agree with the D-siege on this tank here. Although the natural expansion of red has been sieged, but this medivac is trying to get out of here, and yeah, Xor is not actually gonna see this, so the medivac will get away. Is he gonna give chase though? No, there is actually two. There are 2 Vikings already protecting that medivac, so that guy is actually safe. Income tab, 32-30. Workers lost. He did kill 3 workers in that 1 harassment, so that's quite big. And he still has that 1 medivac. No, he's now fallen back, replacing that medivac with a Viking. So he could be trying to do some Viking harassment here instead. 2 more barracks on the way for Xor, and Stimpak already been finished. So we'll see how that goes. These Vikings are gonna try to do some harassment here for this expansion once again, and they need to be careful not to run those marines. Reactor here on the way, and 2 siege tanks getting queued up. So Xor here is gonna go for heavy bio. On the other side, we might be seeing actually the same kind of play, although Yellow doesn't actually have that many production facilities. I'm not sure why that is. Both players floated the mineral and gas. 1,200 minerals for Xor, 600 minerals for Yellow. We might be seeing expansions out of these players pretty soon, getting the thirds up if they can. And I think that's what Yellow's gonna do with that SCV. No, he's just repairing the medivac. Okay, that is rather strange. We do see that Yellow actually got supply blocked as well as Xor. And Yellow actually does have slight full advantage, but that's not really big deal because Xor is getting his third. And I think one of the reasons that Xor is floating in minerals so badly is because he is getting a second factory, and he is getting those reactors, so he can't actually make out of those barracks just yet. He is supply booked. He does need to construct additional supply depots. I was going to say additional pylons, but he's not tossed, so are we gonna see some pylons? Yes, no, yes, no, but we do see a big engagement in the middle. So does have the advantage here of being sieged right next to the Xanaga tower, but Yellow does have the high ground. It doesn't really matter for Xor if he has the site or not, so these Vikings will deem to be pretty useless. Where are those Vikings anyway? There's one marine here. Who's this? Oh, we actually see a marine chilling out in a cliff here. He's just like literally inside a cliff. That's awesome. What is he doing? Okay, that's a random marine here. I wonder if he's actually gonna be shooting. So we do see another marine marine tank medivac drop on the natural, And he does need to hightail it out of here, although this Marine, no, he's not actually shooting, unfortunately. Now he's just like randomly appeared out of there. And now a few SCVs will get picked off. He does have some forces to take care of that. But that now means that if so chooses to, he should be working on those destructible rocks, getting around and into the main of Tshp here. This main base is gonna go down, I think. He is now choosing to get some SCVs to repair. That's gonna go down if he doesn't repair this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he doesn't actually choose. Well, he doesn't actually manage to get that repair SCV in time, and that expansion did go down. So Tshp now one base ahead. He is actually trying to just break the siege here, which isn't gonna work out very well for him at all. He is gonna lose all of his siege tanks. Bad play here by Xo, who did lose nearly all of his army. You can see that the food advantage is great for Tshp. He does have army supply nearly double. His workers is also way ahead. We do see a planetary fortress now getting constructed, an additional base getting up, so that's want to get back on free base. Tshp though is already on that free base, and we see some more tanks here. Combat shields only now finished for our Red Terran. He did forget to get that research. Yellow, though, not really spending his income too well. He does have 2,000 fresh minerals, 800 gas, but he is getting 2 starports here, so he could be transitioning into some Banshee play maybe. Banshee Ravens, after the buff, Ravens did get used a lot more. Or maybe battle cruisers. I'm going battle cruisers. We'll see what our player here is deciding to do with these 2 new starports. They're not actually making anything right now. And well, Xor is getting back on free base. Income wise, he is still a huge advantage, but Xor is kind of player who can pull this back. He will be probably getting a 4th pretty soon. I'm surprised not to see the 4th down yet anyway. If I go to army supply stand to favor Yellow even more. He does need to push out here to seal the game, or so will get back into it. He's actually now getting attack 1, so a bit of a late upgrades here by Yellow. He doesn't have attack 1 on his Marines, and so does have armor 1 on the way as well. So he does have the advantage of the upgrades, although I don't think he should be committing as much to those Marines. There is a lot of siege tanks on the field. They do 50 damage against armor, 35 against Marines, so they do 2 shoot Marines. And I am not sure with the amount of splash damage that the tanks do, if Marines are the best choice. He should be getting Marauders, but he is making Marines in 7s. He is trying to just catch up that army supply. If he catches those tanks and siege, he will be in great shape. But we do see 1, 2, 3, 4 Marauders. Is that they're full of Marauders here? We do have some Vikings here that will intercept this. 1 medivac goes down, 2 medivacs will go down. All these medivacs will go down, but there is a big job of Marauders, and we don't see any movement. Now we'll see that those Marines are in the way, and they do trap all these Marauders. Marines great against Marauders because Marauders shoot way too slowly, and I think that allowed Xo to get back into this game. Units lost tab shows that Yellow did lose a lot more, and the units were wrong tab here, and the army play is now favoring it is now favoring our red player here. So not the best job by Tshp TT, although we do need to see some medivacs out. There are only 2 medivacs out on the field for Xo right now, and he does to heal those Marines. We do see that he is limiting the Viking count. Now he could be working on getting those medivacs down as well, which would be quite big for him. There's a lot of Marine Marauder tank medivac for Yellow, but all players actually, we do see that Tshp does have like 6 command centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he actually has 5. So he does have 5 command centers. He is getting them into orbitals, so he can get loads and loads of additional mules here. And I do not know how Xo can actually pull this back. I mean, it's 192 supply to 129, and even if Tshp loses all of his army, he can just afford to rebuild it. And to be honest, I don't think Xo can. His main base already mined out, so he only has 2 mining bases. So no, actually only has 1 refinery. I didn't know this base actually only has 1 refinery. That's not good as well. There's 2 here though. We have a planetary fortress which will have been defended, and I think that Tshp will be moving out to seal the deal. And at the same time, we actually see 2 medivacs, and he does need those troops back home. Although we do have a really nice placement on those tanks. And at the same time, the drop could be quite fatal because all of the army is there. All these tanks are going down. There's only 2 tanks left. He does need to spread his marines though. All these tanks are going down. All the bio of our Yeltsin has been killed, and all the tanks he got killed as well. So we do see a miracle comeback. Tshp did run his army into a fortified position of Xo, and he did lose his entire army. He only has this much left, and at the same time, this medivac drop dealt a lot of damage. Income tab shows both plays pretty much even. He could be actually moving out to kill some of these star position buildings. There is actually some supply depots here get taken down as well. 1 medivac did go down to a I assume at least it was a turret here. And you see a 1-2 marine marauder against 1-1 marine. So the marines will get taken out, although 1 medivac does get away with it. So a great drop by Xo here, allowing him to get back into this game. And now Xo is doing exactly what he needs to do. He is moving out. He knows he's got the advantage. Army tab shows 102 to 86, and not that many siege tanks. He only has 1 siege tank here. 1 siege tank actually, 2 siege tanks on the high ground, but there's only 1 siege tank. They're both moving out, and oh boy. If Xo sieges on that low ground, that will be it for Tshp. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is destroying the destructible rocks. I don't think that Tshp even noticed that that's what was happening, and we will be seeing a base race situation. Tshp is moving out with his medivacs, and at the same time we do have Xo moving out as well. He does need to siege those tanks though. These tanks are now sieged. A scan should go down that 1 tank. Although no, is he actually going to use his Vikings instead? That's really good. He is saving those mules. And now we'll see. There is still a lot of tanks. He could be sieged on the low ground and keep the enemy function moving. This command center will go down. And we do see a base race. I'm not sure who's going to actually win this. We do see that the army is now in the main base as well. But there are siege tanks here, and we don't want to be running into siege tanks which do have 1 attack. A lot of the bio did already go down, and there are still siege tanks shooting them down like hell. Marine spawning. There isn't many units left on the field right now here. Although there's a lot of medivacs, but there's so many marines that this drop did get picked off, and the base race did not work out well for Tshp at all. He didn't actually manage to take down. He only managed to take down 1 command center. We still got all of these tanks alive. All of the Xo tanks alive. The base did go down. He does need to get out of here. Okay, his marines to protect those tanks. A little bit of miss micro does cost Xo all of his tanks though. He does it all his tanks, and now Tshp in a great spot. He is sieged up, but it is 0 mining bases for Tshp. And 2 mining bases for Xo here. He does get his reinforcements as well, so I'm not sure if Tshp can really pull this back now. He does need to get an expansion up ASAP. He's now building an expansion here. This base still has quite a fair bit of minerals. I think it would be worth getting a base here as well. There is this gas geyser, rich Vespine geyser. That's why he only has 1, because there's only 1 of us. Because the Vespine geyser does give you double the gas. Here comes the tanks once again. He is sieging, and this orbital command center is not going to land. A We do see a drop actually going all the way around. We'll take at least the supply depots. It will spread Tshp's army quite thin. That supply depot is gonna go down. We do see a big engagement in the middle here. Tshp's bio did get more or less exterminated, but so did Xor's. And I think that in that engagement, THP did go ahead, although there are still Vikings here, and the last base of THP did go down, and there is enough minerals for a new command center. So THP cannot mine anymore. Although now he can. He did cancel some units, and no, he didn't. He actually still made those units. If he makes those units, he will be forced to go all in because he's not gonna be able to get any more. He's not gonna be able to get a base. He is being revealed right now. And what is THP going to do here? He might just wait for these units here, maybe the upgrades as well, and try to go right into it, because he can't really do anything else. He should be pulling off all his SCVs and just going all in right now. He cannot build any command center, and he has none left. So that was a great pickup of that command center. That was vital here. We do see, I'm not sure if I agree with him putting all of his stuff into the medivacs though. Of all the Vikings seem to be picked off anyway. If I go to army supply, it's 55 to 35. So he does have, theoretically has some kind of an advantage. We do see a scan going down, and I think Xor knows what's gonna happen. He is making Marines in 5s, 2 additional barracks coming in, and although that will be quite problematic for our red Terran, because his opponent's infantry does have the 3. Oh boy, he could intercept that. Does he see that drop? No, he didn't see that drop. So he just like walks right next past that drop, and although these 2 tanks should be able to more or less do the job. And this base though will go down once again, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen now. His army just chill out in the middle, and we do see the all-in drop back home though. Well, I don't think the ATP can do that much damage anyway. I mean, there are 2 siege tanks on the low ground. The army is actually moving in, so I'm not sure if I agree with this. But oh boy, actually, I'm not sure if our Templar can actually hold this. We do see a base race, and the base race, well, I don't know who would actually win. I mean, we do see 2 staffers lifting off, but the problem is that Xor can actually see this. He can just lift up his orbital command center and still mine later on. We actually got a planetary fortress here and here, which would delay him by quite a fair bit. We do got barracks here as well. Siege tanks pulling back, very smart play. He's only pulling back the siege tanks because if he sieges up here, then he's more or less safe. And well, I mean, fair enough. THP is doing exactly what he needs to do. He's trying to take out all the production buildings and the supply depots. But Xor is still mining, can still make an army, and these siege tanks did make their way back. And in the main, we don't see much going on at all. We could be actually seeing some of these Marines getting pulled off the line as well, pulled back to defend. Maybe even dropping on these tanks, just taking out these tanks, and that'll be GG, no re. Well, these tech labs going down, so it does lift off his factory, and THP realizes, well, there is nothing left I can do here. And he does GG out of the game. Actually, this looks awesome, just like broken in half. I'm pretty surprised Xor managed to win this. He was a fair bit behind after these drops in the start of the game, but he did manage to pull it back. THP did run his army straight into the siege tanks, and bio against siege tanks, not a good idea. So yeah, that was the game 1, I assume. I think it's a best of 3. So thanks guys, I'll be moving on to game 2 ASAP. Bubble wrap out.